Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you've chosen to spend a little time with me today. Have you ever found that in a long, loving relationship, some subjects just seem to have a quietness around them? You can talk about finances, the kids, your health, your dreams for retirement, but there are still little corners of your life together that remain, well, unspoken. It's not about secrets or a lack of love. Sometimes it's just that life gets busy, habits form, and we forget how to open up certain doors again. Intimacy, in particular, can be one of those areas. As we journey through our 60s, 70s, and beyond, the way we connect with our partners evolves. The passionate, whirlwind romance of our youth might settle into a deep, comfortable companionship. But what if I told you that there's a way to rekindle some of that spark, to deepen that bond, and to explore pleasure in a way that's both beautiful and profoundly beneficial for your health? Today, we're going to have a gentle, honest, and empowering conversation about a topic that is too often overlooked, especially for women our age. We're going to talk about oral intimacy. Now, I know for some, that might bring up a little blush or a feeling of, oh, is that something we should be talking about? And the answer is a resounding yes. It's a vital part of a healthy, happy, and connected life. And it's time we brought it out of the shadows. In this video, we're going to explore the unspoken truths about oral intimacy, why it's so important for women's well-being, and how to embrace it with confidence and joy. We'll discuss everything from the deep emotional connection it fosters to the surprising health benefits it offers. So let's begin by talking about what this form of intimacy truly represents. It's so much more than just a physical act. In many ways, it's about redefining what closeness means as we age. For many of us, our relationship with traditional intercourse has changed. Physical challenges, whether it's his health or ours, can sometimes make it difficult or less frequent. And that can leave a void, a feeling that a part of your connection is missing. This is where oral intimacy can become a beautiful bridge. It's a way to express desire, affection, and love that is incredibly powerful and, for many, even more connecting than what we previously considered the main event. Think about it. It requires a level of trust and vulnerability that is unique. It's a moment where one partner is completely focused on the other's pleasure, a selfless act of giving that says, "Your happiness matters to me. Your body is something I cherish." For the person receiving, it's an opportunity to let go, to be vulnerable, and to accept pleasure without any pressure to perform. There's no goal to be met, no script to follow. It's simply about sensation, connection, and the shared moment. I once spoke to a woman named Carol, who had been married for over 40 years. She told me that she and her husband had fallen into a comfortable but passionless routine. Intimacy had become a rare occasion, and she felt a growing distance between them. On a whim, after reading an article, she decided to initiate oral intimacy one evening. She was nervous, but she said the experience changed everything. It wasn't about sex, it was about communication. It broke down a wall she didn't even realize they had built. It was a silent way of saying, "I still see you, I still desire you." For them, it became a new language of love, one that brought them closer than they had been in years. This form of intimacy is also a powerful way to reclaim your own sensuality. As women, we go through so many changes: menopause, body image concerns, health issues. It can all chip away at our confidence and make us feel less like the vibrant, desirable women we are. Oral intimacy can be a wonderful antidote to that. It's a celebration of the female body and female pleasure, pure and simple. It reminds you that you are a sensual being, deserving of joy and ecstasy at any age. It's an act that centers your pleasure, which is something that, let's be honest, might not have always been the priority in our younger years. Now, beyond that profound emotional and psychological connection, there are some truly remarkable health benefits tied to oral intimacy that we simply don't talk about enough. We often hear about how stress negatively impacts our health, leading to high blood pressure, poor sleep, and a weakened immune system. Well, pleasure is one of nature's most powerful stress relievers. When you experience pleasure, your brain is flooded with a wonderful cocktail of hormones. One of the most important is oxytocin, often called the love hormone or bonding hormone. It's the same hormone that's released during childbirth and breastfeeding, creating that unbreakable bond between a mother and child. In a sensual context, oxytocin fosters feelings of love, trust, and deep connection with your partner. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, creating a sense of calm and well-being that can last long after the moment has passed. Think of it as a natural anti-anxiety remedy, one that comes with the wonderful side effect of strengthening your relationship. At the same time, your body releases endorphins, which are your body's natural painkillers and mood elevators. That feeling of euphoria and relaxation you might feel, that's endorphins at work. They can help soothe chronic aches and pains, ease tension headaches, and simply make you feel happier and more optimistic. In a world where we're often reaching for a pill to manage pain or lift our spirits, it's incredible to remember that our bodies and our relationships hold the key to some of the most effective medicine there is. Regular, joyful intimacy can lead to better sleep, a more positive outlook on life, and a greater resilience to daily stresses. It's not a luxury, it's a fundamental part of your holistic health. It's about tending to your emotional and physical needs in a way that feels good and reinforces the most important relationship in your life. Embracing this is an act of self-care and mutual care, acknowledging that pleasure is not just for the young, it's a lifelong source of health and happiness. But the benefits aren't just about feeling good in the moment. Let's talk about something that affects so many of us as we get older, our immune system. It's no secret that as the years go by, we can become more susceptible to colds and other bugs. Well, studies have shown that regular intimacy can actually give your immune system a significant boost. It's been linked to higher levels of an antibody called immunoglobulin A, or IgA, which is your body's first line of defense against illness. So while we're stocking up on vitamin C and getting our flu shots, it's heartening to know that one of the most enjoyable activities in life is also helping to keep us strong and healthy. It paints such a beautiful picture, doesn't it? That an act of love and connection can also be an act of strengthening our bodies from the inside out. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds wonderful, but how do I even begin to bring this up with my partner? We haven't done that in years, or maybe ever. It feels awkward. You are not alone in feeling that way. Communication is the absolute cornerstone of any healthy relationship, but it's especially crucial when you're navigating the delicate waters of intimacy. The key is to approach it not as a demand or a criticism of your current connection, but as a loving invitation. An invitation to explore something new together, or to rediscover something you once enjoyed. You could start the conversation at a quiet, relaxed time, maybe over a cup of tea in the morning or while you're sitting together in the evening. You could say something gentle like, "Honey, I was thinking about us and how much I love our life together. I was wondering if we could explore new ways to be close. Our bodies are changing, and I'd love for us to find ways to share pleasure that feel really good for both of us right now." The focus is on us, on we, on a shared journey. It's not about pointing a finger or saying something is lacking. It's about opening a door. And it's so important to be prepared to listen. Your partner might have their own insecurities or fears. He might worry about his stamina or his ability to please you. This conversation is a two-way street. It's a chance to be vulnerable together and to reassure each other that this is about connection, not performance. Patience and tenderness are your greatest allies here. Remember, you've built a lifetime of love and trust. That is the foundation you are standing on, and it is more than strong enough to hold the weight of this beautiful, honest conversation. Now, as we talk about being honest and open, there is another truth we must address, and this one is critically important for our health and well-being. It's a topic that might feel uncomfortable, but knowledge is power, and your health is paramount. We need to talk about safety. For many of us in long-term monogamous relationships, the idea of sexually transmitted infections, or STIs, feels like a distant concern, something for younger people. But there is one particular virus we need to be aware of, HPV, or the human papillomavirus. HPV is the most common STI, and while many strains are harmless, some can cause health problems, including certain types of cancer. What is most important for us to know is that HPV has been linked to a rising number of oropharyngeal cancers, which are cancers of the back of the throat, the base of the tongue, and the tonsils. This is not meant to scare you, but to empower you. The truth is, HPV can lie dormant in the body for decades without causing any symptoms. This means that either you or your partner could have been exposed to the virus many, many years ago, long before you were together, and have carried it without ever knowing. So even in a completely faithful, lifelong partnership, a dormant infection can become active. It's one of the truly unspoken risks of intimacy in our later years. So what can we do? The first step is awareness. The second is to have an open conversation with your doctor. Don't be shy. Your doctor is a medical professional who has heard it all. Ask them about the risks, about any potential signs to look for, and about what you can do to protect yourselves. Having this knowledge allows you to make informed decisions about your health and your intimate life, and that is a true act of self-love and care for your partner. Once you've opened the lines of communication and armed yourself with knowledge, you can turn your attention to the wonderful, practical side of things, making the experience as comfortable and pleasurable as possible. Our bodies at 60, 70, or 80 are not the same as they were at 30, and that is perfectly okay. We simply need to adapt with grace and a little creativity. One of the most common challenges for women, particularly after menopause, is vaginal dryness. This can make any kind of intimacy uncomfortable, but there is a simple, wonderful solution: lubricant. Think of it as your best friend. A high-quality, water-based lubricant can make a world of difference, enhancing sensation and eliminating any discomfort. There should be no shame or stigma around using it. You use moisturizer for the skin on your face. Think of this as essential moisture that allows for comfortable, joyful closeness. Let's also think about physical comfort. If you or your partner deals with arthritis in the hands, or a stiff neck or a sore back, the idea of getting into certain positions can be daunting. The beauty of this form of intimacy is its flexibility. It's all about finding what works for you. Use pillows, lots of them. Prop them under your back, your hips, your neck, to create a comfortable, supportive nest. Don't be afraid to experiment with different positions. Maybe you're lying on your side, or he is sitting comfortably while you are reclined. The goal is relaxation and pleasure, not an athletic feat. And remember, intimacy doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out affair. Sometimes, the most beautiful moments of connection are brief and spontaneous. It's about the quality of the touch, not the quantity of time. Give yourselves permission to be creative, to be comfortable, and to find your own unique rhythm. It's your love story, and you get to write every chapter exactly how you want it. And this brings us to another beautiful aspect of oral intimacy: its ability to completely recenter our focus. So much of our lives, especially as women, is spent multitasking. We're thinking about the grocery list while we're on the phone, or planning dinner while we're finishing a task. It's hard to switch off that part of our brain. This form of intimacy invites you, almost demands you, to be fully present. It's a mindful practice. When you are giving or receiving, your focus narrows to the sensations of the moment: the touch, the warmth, the feeling of connection. all the other worries and to-do lists fade into the background. This is an incredible gift. In a world that is constantly pulling our attention in a million different directions, being able to find a space of pure, focused presence with the person you love is a powerful form of mental and emotional restoration. It's a quiet meditation shared between two people. This presence also deepens the experience for both partners. When you are fully present, you become more attuned to your partner's body and their responses. You notice the subtle signals, the little things that bring them pleasure. And when you are receiving, being present allows you to fully inhabit your own body, to savor every sensation without distraction. It's about letting go of the need to perform and simply allowing yourself to feel. This is where the magic truly happens. It's where a physical act transforms into a profound emotional and spiritual connection. It's a dance of giving and receiving, of attention and surrender that can make you feel more seen and cherished than ever before. And let's not forget the power of verbal communication during these moments. I know it can feel a little strange at first, but learning to gently guide your partner can be incredibly empowering and can lead to so much more pleasure for both of you. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Simple words like "yes, right there," or "a little softer," or "I love when you do that," can make a world of difference. It takes the guesswork out of it for your partner and ensures that you are getting the kind of touch you truly enjoy. Think of it as providing a loving roadmap to your pleasure. It's a sign of trust and a beautiful way to collaborate in creating a joyful experience. And it works both ways. Encouraging your partner, telling him how much you're enjoying what he's doing, is a powerful aphrodisiac for him. It builds his confidence and makes him feel desired and successful in his efforts to please you. So, as we bring our conversation to a close, let's gently gather these thoughts. We've talked about how oral intimacy is so much more than a physical act. It's a language of love, a bridge to deeper connection, especially as our relationships and bodies evolve. It's a way to say, "I cherish you," without speaking a single word. We've explored the incredible health benefits, from the rush of stress-relieving hormones like oxytocin and endorphins that soothe our minds and bodies, to the surprising boost it can give our immune system. We've also touched on the crucial importance of open and honest communication, how to start that gentle conversation with your partner, creating a safe space to explore together. And we've faced the unspoken truth about health, understanding the importance of being informed about risks like HPV so that we can protect ourselves and each other. Finally, we've reminded ourselves that comfort is key, and that with a little creativity, lubricant, and plenty of pillows, we can create an experience that is physically comfortable, allowing for pure, uninhibited pleasure. Remember, the journey of intimacy doesn't have an expiration date. It simply changes, evolves, and if we let it, it can become richer and more meaningful with each passing year. Reclaiming this part of your life is an act of profound self-love. It's acknowledging that you are a vibrant, sensual woman who is deserving of joy, pleasure, and deep connection at every stage of life. The small steps you take, starting a conversation, trying something new, prioritizing your own pleasure, can lead to a beautiful blossoming in your relationship and in your own sense of well-being. Don't let the quietness around this topic hold you back. You have the power to write a new, exciting chapter in your love story. I truly hope this conversation has been helpful and empowering for you. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you feel comfortable, please share your experiences or any questions you might have in the comments below. Creating a community where we can support and learn from one another is so important. If you found value in our time together today, please give this video a like. It really helps others find this conversation. And be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on more content designed to help you live your healthiest, happiest life. Thank you so much for joining me. Here's to embracing every part of ourselves and to living a life filled with love, joy, and beautiful connection at any age. Take care.